Well, thanks, man. That sounded awesome.
Yeah, had fun.
What's your summer been like? Holy shit. I mean, Riptide every 5 minutes, it's on the radio.
Yeah, it's been amazing. I got to do a bunch of touring here in the States. I got to play Lollapalooza. I played Firefly earlier in the year, Bonnaroo, Outside Lands. So, yeah, so I had a good spread of kind of festivals.
But it was also like a nice gradual run. Like I remember hearing Riptide, you know, first, I think the first time I heard it was like Spectrum on Sirius.
Yeah. And
then it slowly made its way onto Alt Nation and then like, you know, topped the chart there. But did this take you by surprise at all? That Riptide, probably not because it was already a hit in Australia, but I'm just curious.
Yeah, totally. Well, in terms of the song having the life it's had, it definitely, you know, something you don't really expect. You kind of just write in a little bubble where you're in your safe little writing bubble, and then you put your song out, and then it kind of starts to have its own life. So that's kind of the story, I guess, of that song. It's been so, you know, I've been on this wave with this song, and so I knew that the American wave was kind of a bigger wave, and I guess paddling onto the wave is like a more. There's more going into that, like, you know, you're paddling really hard, just trying to get onto the wave, and everyone told me that America's like a lot longer kind of journey. So I just knew I kind of didn't know what to expect, but I knew that there would be a lot of hard work in it and a lot of visiting, a lot of radio stations and stuff. So it's nice. I knew that it would take time, and we're finally kind of, I guess, on the wave now.
I'm just curious, how'd you end up with Michelle Pfeiffer as the lyric? Like, was there any like runner-ups for you know, hot actresses or?
Yeah, there wasn't like. Definitely, there wasn't Jennifer Love Hewitt. She didn't make it, but I would never. I'm just thinking. I was just actually at some. I was at the old SNL studios just recently, and I saw the headshots, and I saw like all these old kind of teen, like I guess like heartthrobs like Jennifer Love Hewitt and Sarah Michelle Gellar, all these people. But nah, Michelle Pfeiffer for me was, I guess probably more. I was into Batman Returns and into the Fabulous Baker Boys.
Okay.
And
well, you don't get sexier than that.
You can't
that
get
movie.
Yeah, I feel
like not even close.
Yeah,
Either one of those, right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
And she's still sexy, and she's not in enough movies. So
yeah, totally.
Maybe you'll help her out just by the song. People will be like, we got to put her in the movie.
They'll be like, wow,
Riptide. Yeah, she still works. Like. Do you think it would have worked as well, like if you had Betty White, or if you had like I don't know?
Is Betty White that one that's in the Snickers ads?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'd love to be remembered for that.
Betty White. I guess she still has. She has definitely like a cachet, like, you know, like if you reference her.
Sex appeal?
No, maybe not, but just like a pop culture thing.
Yeah.
But no, I think with Michelle Pfeiffer, it was like in my mind. I guess I was thinking of an aspiring, you know, a woman who's like aspiring to be, you know, the next bombshell, you know, and I think, like you're saying, there's no substitute.
I'm not shitting over your song.
No.
I'm just wondering if like how you like, you know, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. No, it just felt right, and it's funny how things can feel right, and you just substitute like a small little detail, and it can change the path of a song. So sometimes things align, and you kind of just. I'm grateful for when that happens. It's a special thing, you know.
I know that we're talking about Riptide, and obviously because it's on the radio, blah blah blah, for a single off your new album. But your whole album's pretty incredible, and I just want to kind of not single out Riptide because everyone's going to do that. But like, talk to me about, you know, your album just came out yesterday. I know it was you know, came in your native Australia before that. What's it feel like to be, you know, in the States now? You know, debuting your new record, but you actually already have a hit song. So I guess does it take the edge off a little bit?
Yeah, it's funny. In Australia, Riptide kind of had its life, you know, and kind of had its peak in popularity. And for me, in Australia, it was kind of like I was really wanting to, I guess, establish myself as an artist and to show that I had, you know, some dimensions to my songwriting, and that I guess you want to not be just a one-trick pony. So it was a difficult first album in a way because my EP was, you know, pretty successful, and so I think in America it's good timing because Riptide is just kind of like getting there, and I've got an album to show for myself as well, and it's kind of they've aligned. So it probably takes the edge off a bit, but also I think you're always hungry for more songs, and you're always hungry to write songs, and you want to keep honing the songwriting craft, and you're just hungry for that next hit. You know, you get like you kind of get frustrated and whatever it is, frustrated and emotional just before you write a song, and then you write it and you're like, oh, good, and it's like you're like your little hit, whatever, of drugs, and then doesn't take long.
What are you trying to say, man?
No, exactly. Well, it's an addiction,
Yeah.
I think that's probably a good thing, that an addiction that's hard to you can't get rid of it. So you're constantly.
It's not bad for you either.
It's not bad for you. It's not bad for you. Yeah.
No one's ever OD'd on songwriting. So.
Yeah, exactly. So
I don't think.
Yeah.
So talk to me about. I mean, you're doing this whole circuit and all that stuff. I mean, obviously you're not conscious of when you're writing a song, this is going to be a hit. Mm-hmm. Obviously you're just writing what comes to you, correct?
Yeah.
And I'm also curious to just throw you a little bit of a curveball. So at what point did you start songwriting? Because I know that you actually started in law, which is like, I mean, when you were practicing law, well, you went to school? Or?
I went to law school and finished at law school. Yeah.
And you finished? Yeah. So were like people yelling at you, you're the voice of an angel, what are you going to law for? Or like, did you, were you going to sing in court or something? I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's like...
How about that for a loaded question?
Yeah, no, totally. I think a lot of people who do law, I've just from hearing other people's stories, they have that kind of... that desire to perform, and I think a lot of barristers, like you look at some of these barristers, and like I remember when I was doing a 2-week stint at a law firm, I went to court, and these barristers in their wigs and like these old dudes, and they're all kind of peacocking in their own way, like they've got their special glasses, and they're kind of like, I reckon a lot of them at least, aspiring actors, or they have that desire to perform and to be out there, to be extroverted in front of people, and they are like their little rock stars in their little world of like barristers. It's like, oh yeah, I saw him, and do you know how much he charges for one day in court? And it's like they're all kind of have that thing, and I felt like I've got that thing, and I mean I found law not to be my thing, and I didn't have much passion for it really, but it's totally not exactly like they're not exclusive in that way where it's like you can't do both. And so I was studying, and then I was kind of writing songs in the background, and but yeah, my passion for music totally overrode anything I was doing. I just had
this image, like you were in court and you were like defending somebody, and while the whole trial's going on, you're just like scribbling lyrics to a song.
Well, I mean, in class, I'd kind of write on the margins of my tests and stuff. So yeah,
you're like a walking David E. Kelly show.
Yeah. Who was David E. Kelly? He
did Ally McBeal and
okay.
The Practice and all that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I haven't ruled out acting. I would really want to just maybe acting will be the thing that's like, maybe this is just a sidetrack to acting, but
you can't have it all, dude. Come on.
Yeah, you can do it.
Lawyer, actor, singer, songwriter.
Yeah, you should do it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
Dream big.
Yeah. I dream like kind of somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
I should dream bigger.
No. Maybe if you dream at a certain level, you can exceed.
I'm going to start small, and you can teach me your accent.
Okay, I will do that. It's hard. It's very hard. A good way to do it, actually, in Australian accent is you say water. Yeah, see, exactly.
See?
You just sounded like an Australian.
Oh my God.
If you just pull it out and you just go up behind someone, a stranger, and just go water. And it's like it's a good way into the Australian accent. Yeah.
How long would it go where I'd have to say another word?
Well, you don't. I mean, that's all you got.
That's it?
That's all you got.
That's it?
You just be like, that's the one word that you get.
Good. I like it.
Yeah.
Water. Thanks, dude.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure, man.
Thanks, John.